This is a 2009 Audi R8 V8 manual with only 28,000 miles. And in today's video, we're going to go over how much it would cost to daily drive a car like this. So that includes your tyres, road tax, insurance, maybe even finance, to be able to have a car like that. So let's get into it. So first of all, what is the car? Well, most of you will know an Audi R8. It's synonymous with pop culture from music videos right through to Iron Man. And well, this car is one of the best examples I think I've ever seen. It's a 28,270 mile Audi R8, full service history in this beautiful grey. It looks incredible sat here. I actually like that it doesn't have the traditional carbon shields or side shields, and that they're not in an alternative colour. I like that it's all body because it shows the lines of what this car truly is. And well, what is this car? Well, it's a 4.2 litre V8 with a gated manual. Now, they made 25,000 Audi R8 for the worldwide market. And well, only 15% of those went on to be gated manuals, like the example in front of us. This car can do 0 to 60 in about 4.2 seconds, and it's got a top speed of 187 miles per hour. And it's NA goodness. It's got about 420 horsepower and 317 pounds-foot of torque. So it's not hanging about. And well, it'll look good doing it too. So on to the bit that everyone wants to know, and that's costings. Well, first of all, we'll start off with purchase price. In the UK, a V8 R8 manual can go anywhere between £30,000 and £55,000. 30 being private seller, auto or R-tronic, and then latter numbers being the 55Ks, probably more like this example, where you're getting into a gated manual, V8, full service history, and the fact it only has 28,000 miles on an 09 car, which is just insane. But say we go down the middle. Say we say £45,000 is how much you would pay for an Audi R8 in the UK currently. So we ran that through one of the finance calculators. I'm not going to shout out any names as no one's sponsoring me. And fundamentally, we found that if you put a £10,000 deposit and you paid the £35,000 over 5 years at 8.9%, this car would cost you in the region of £750 per month. But that's the starting cost, because now we've got to go over maintenance, tyres, and all the other bits. But at the end, we will also speak about the fact if you bought this car outright, that's 700 quid saving. Man math. Anyways, whilst I've got your attention, I just wanted to ask, are you liked? Are you subscribed? Are you following the channel? Because if you are, it means a hell of a lot to me. Now, let's get back to the video, but please, if you can, subscribe. Now we go over the cost that no one can avoid, and well, that's insurance. So for this example, I've put in 8,000 miles a year, myself driving it, kept in a garage, and fully comp. So what does that come to? Well, I used the quote on myself and my scenario, and with about 6 years no claims bonus, and it came out at just shy of £500 for the year. To drive one of these. I mean, I know people paying more than that on a Ford Fiesta ST line, not even an ST. So when it comes to insurance, I think this is a pretty good bet. And then we go on to maintenance. Well, this is another one that surprised me no end. With an Audi R8, it's, well, an Audi, and it shows and reflects in the pricing. So a normal service, a minimal service is £400 per year. A major service is £750 per year. Spark plugs, £230. Brake pads, about £300 each side or quarter. And well, there are other costs, but fundamentally, I don't think they're too bad. Going from something like a Ferrari where it's thousands of pounds each time to being something where it's a few hundred quid every time, it actually makes this a really valuable proposition to get into the supermarket game, but have a car that costs the same as an average car to maintain. Then, of course, we have big rims, which equal a reasonably big bill. So these are a 295/30 ZR19 on the rear, and they're a 235/30 on the front. Now, how would you dress these? Obviously, these are Michelin's, but I've priced up Pirelli's, and fundamentally it was around about the £179 per front tyre, and on the rears, closer to £300. So expect just shy of £1,000 to give your car some new boots. Then, of course, we have the fun car penalty, or should we say the V8 penalty. and that's road tax, or VED. I've seen you in the comments, everyone calls it road tax. And well, on an R8 V8, you're looking at £760 per year, which is about £69 a month if you want to pay it monthly. £69. And well, I think it is worth it to drive a car like this. I mean, I appreciate your Tesla might be free, or as of this year, 20 quid, but much prefer to be in one of them. Then, of course, the one you can manage, or maybe not manage when you have a car like this in your garage, and that's fuel. Well, looking at a car like this, of course, it's running on super unleaded and only the best. That will cost you about £1.65 a litre. Now, a car like this might say that you can get 20 miles per gallon. Realistically, you're going to get somewhere between 10 and 15 miles per gallon. So expect the amount of fuel that you would use per year to be £3,500. Or that could be seen as £290 a month. But realistically, is anyone daily driving this? Probably not, but you'd be a legend if you were. And to clarify, that was for 10,000 miles per year. So should you split up all those costs per month, I'm going to run you through how much it would cost. And well, first of all, finance. We said about £750. The exact one was £724.82. Then insurance, £41 a month. Maintenance, if you break down all the things I spoke about and then divide it by 12, you're looking at £150 a month. Tyres, say you had to buy tyres every single year, which is unlikely, we're then looking at £92 a month. Road tax, £63, and then fuel, £290 per month. So the grand total there would be £1,360 per month to drive a car like this daily. So putting all of that together, we then come with an annual combined cost of £16,000 to run a car like this. So if you look at Google, it'll tell you that you shouldn't spend more than 10% of your earnings per year on a vehicle. So realistically, you'd have to be on 160 grand a year to afford a car like this. My caveat though, is if you were able to buy it up front, so all of a sudden, that's the £45,000 paid. You then think of fuel and say, well, I'm not going to daily drive it. It's more likely to be £100 a month. So currently, £100 a month. Plus your insurance, okay, £500. If you wanted to pay each month, £49. So we're at about £149 a month it would cost you. And then we think, okay, now we've got to pay our road tax or VED, and that would come to £69 a month. We're all of a sudden around the £220 a month. And then adding on to that, well, there's only one more to add, and that is your maintenance, which would be £400 most years. Again, split that over the year, and we're looking at about £39 a month. It would cost you roughly £260 per month to own a car like this. Now, all of a sudden, 10% of that is a lot more reasonable. £200 a month, turn that into the year, we're going to make that 2,400 quid. Realistically, you'd need 24 grand a year as an annual salary to own a car like this. Okay, it's man math, but it works in my head, as long as nothing major goes wrong. So that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you love the variation of content, and well, a 28,000 mile Audi R8. I'm intending to bring lots more to the channel, more Ferraris, more Porsches, and this time I'm opening it up to people I know and being able to use other people's collections. And what that allows me to do is a variation of content, but sticking to the format that seems to do so well in this channel. So well. And mainly, I just want to say massive thank you to anyone that's following on the journey. I will see you all soon. Please like, subscribe, follow the journey, and well, bye-bye.